It is 10 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock. Let's see if we can get a little bit of volume on our iPad this morning. Yeah, that'll help them out a little bit. We have to use stuff for different room and move them around to different areas. Anyway, good morning, Las Vegas. We are currently, let's make sure that everything's looking good on the switcher side, but looks like if we are live on YouTube and Facebook, and Dana Burns is telling us he's getting it on YouTube all the way there in North Dakota. We're looking for a high today of 77 degrees. Can you believe that is currently 44 here in the Meadow City? No, I didn't say that for any other thing. Prayer line is open for you right now at 505 425 3717. Also, we have an email address where you can contact us for prayer or any input that you have at klyn903 at gmail.com. Flo says it's working on Facebook too. So we're ready to go. Everything's looking good. And let's see what Leroy, okay. All right, so Leroy says he's going to be joining in a little bit. So we have Santa Fe, we have North Dakota, we have, okay, well, that's a good thing, Dana. We got North Dakota, we have Santa Fe, New Mexico, and we'll have Houston, Texas here in a little while. And Dana says, I can hear you, but I can't see you. I don't think that's a bad thing. But let's take care of that little issue right now. Okay? Uh, well, Dana, I'm sorry. Okay, I would have put a shekel around your ankle if I thought it was the right thing to do. Dana is saying that it is 8 degrees this morning in Fargo, and and we're 44 degrees over here at 6 o'clock in the morning. And Leroy says, "Good morning, everybody out there in LV Cornerstone's world." Ephesians chapter 3 is where we left off yesterday, or actually Friday as was, okay, but the previous program is where we were at in Ephesians chapter 3, and actually really breaking big rules in my mind. Do you ever watch NCIS? You know how Leroy Jethro has his Gibbs has his rules. You know, I don't know how many rules he has. Well, that's Rule 11. You just broke Rule 22. I guess it's kind of the same way in my mind. Okay, a rule is not to get caught up in sentences and try to contain paragraphs and chapters and whole books together and make connections with them. Well, on Friday's program, which is an abbreviated time on Fridays, we only go about 45 minutes instead of an hour. And then I had our interview with Joshua Mills. So I cut it off in the middle of a sentence on Sunday on Friday's program. And if you missed yesterday's program with Pastor Mike Naranjo, you can find it right there on YouTube and on Facebook. LV Cornerstone's the way to find it. So let's see. Let's find an end of a sentence in verse 7 and start reading from verse 8. But first, the beginning of the chapter, Paul is telling the Ephesian church about the dispensation of grace that has been given to him. There was there's a lot of spiritual activity going on in the kingdom right now in Las Vegas because we had Dr. Joshua D. Mills. Loved him coming in. He gave me a word that after he gave it to me, he looked at me like he says, "Well," I said, "Bullseye." Okay, so he and it never met the guy before, and he was right there. Pastor Mike was with us yesterday. Sean Galladay coming in this weekend. So there's a lot of spiritual activity going on. which we love. And Paul talks about the dispensation of grace. Now, Friday night, Eileen and my brother George and I and Fabiola were all at Victory Life with Pastor Paul and Diane Hesh, and we were listening to Joshua minister. And as he was ministering, and this happens to me a lot, I'll go into a place like that where the anointing is flowing, and God will just give me word. And here's part of the word that I got. I mean, there's times I walk into a place like that to where God gives me a full message, and I could have preached it right there, but it wasn't my place. It wasn't my time. But here's what God gave me. God gave me a deposit. You have people, you have ministers. A real minister of God is going to give you a deposit. He's going to lay down a deposit. He's going to put something in your account. You know, we understand in the financial world, if someone can, through the way we have it now, I was telling the church yesterday, I was telling them that I remember the days to where you got a paper check. And then I remember, my God, it must have been in the 80s to where they started saying, we're going to deposit your check directly into your account. I didn't even want to give them my account number. And now everybody gets direct deposit. And then the technical world takes over, and I can send money from my account to your account with an app on my phone. And I can deposit something into your account, and then if, you're going to do what 99.9% of the people is, you're going to make a withdrawal on that deposit that I have made. And the same way it's in the Spirit. Spiritually, Paul is telling the church that he has a dispensation, and that a dispensation to a particular people, and the particular people were the Gentiles. And it's up to the Gentiles. I don't think he says that, but I mean, let's take it a little bit further. Good morning, Kathleen. How are you this morning? Come on, Kathleen and Mary Jane and some of you people, I'm not seeing you enough on Sundays, okay? It's my insecurity, but still. Hey, we got to make a withdrawal. Okay, even today still, sometimes you have to go to the bank and you got to fill out a withdrawal slip. There is grace that is out there. I am hoping that this program is a deposit of grace into your life. Good morning, Chana. I hear you were in Texas yesterday. Martina. I'm sorry, Martina. I missed you yesterday, too. But anyway. I got to put a guilt trip on people, I'm hoping that this program, and not just mine, that Joshua Mills and Pastor Mike's and the Sean Gallaudays, the James Vaughns, the Paul Heshes, the Ray Rubies, the Daniel Gedemies of the world, are bringing in a pure deposit into your life. And that from there you you make a withdrawal. You fill out the slip by faith. That's how you withdraw from the deposit that is given to you. And Paul says a dispensation was given to me. Here's another picture, another word picture. You come into Cornerstone Church on Sunday, and there's going to be 3 gallons of coffee and 3 gallons of water in a dispenser, and you get your cup and you